Shut up and sit down.
Greetings, fellow travelers. Oblix here, coming at you today from FTB Revelation. How y'all doing today? So last time we built that tree extractor clay maker 10,062 back there. And it ain't the fastest thing in the world, but it does get the job done. I have been sitting here popping a little bone meal on them occasionally. And you can see it does get the job done. If we look in here, we see we have 125 clay balls. Yep, not the greatest, but it is getting the job done. And we did get some mycelium, some red sand, soul sand, and podzol. We're even getting some clay blocks, so 35 of those, but we're also getting this delicious, delicious rubber wood, because I did switch these out to rubber trees. Alright, so we're going to make use of all this delicious rubber wood here today. Now, this stuff right here is from Industrial Craft 2, and that is the mod we're going to get into today. We need to get started slowly into this. Now, this is an older mod. It's been around a long time, and it's in a lot of packs. But you almost never see anybody use it unless they're just old school and know what they're doing. But we're going to get into it today because it does have some cool benefits. Oops, got to put it together. There we go. So you see it's got tons of different things to it. First thing we need is a source of power, just like with any mod. Now we can use our industrial or immersive engineering diesel generator if we wanted to. If we look at immersive engineering, in some packs, not all of them, you will find that they've added wire specifically for industrial craft. Now this pack does not have that, but I believe, quite a few of the other packs will. You'll see actual specific wire that is designed for use with immersive, or good grief, mixing all my words up, with Industrial Craft 2. Make sure you only use those specific wires because Industrial Craft uses very specific power. It's quite a bit different than the other mods. You can't just connect any old thing up to it. Otherwise you'll blow up your machines. And they do actually blow up. So we're going to start with making a generator. Now, to make a generator, we are going to need an iron furnace. To make an iron furnace, we need a furnace and some iron plates. I think we have some in the storage system, if I'm not mistaken. Let us see. What all of this do we have? Oh, excellent. We have everything but the furnace. Well, that's easy enough. Let's get that. Bingo, bango, bungo. Iron furnace. Fantastic. And now we should have everything but the battery, so we need to make one of these RE batteries. Now to make that, we're going to need an insulated tin cable and some of this 10 item casing. So we're going to have to go smush some tin, and then we're going to have to hit it yet again with a hammer. So let's grab some tin. We should have quite a bit. We do. We have enough. Now let's go make some plates out of this. Now we can use our Platerator 6042 up here. We could do it by hand, but we should be able to do it with this as well. Now which one of these has the plate? That guy has the plate. So let's just pop 63.4 in there. And you see it is making our 10 plates. And you will notice that it's making these thermal foundation plates, but these should work. Hopefully. We'll find out here in a minute. If not, well, we just wasted 64 tin plates. Whatever. Life happens. couple more. 3. Let's get one more and then we'll call it good. There we go. Alright. We'll let those run while we get back in the house. And see if we can use those. Should be able to. So we've got our 10 plates, but we need to get one of these hammers. There we go. Because we're going to take 4 of those plates and put them in with this guy. That's going to give us a bunch of these 10 item casings. Now we go back to our battery. We've got to make that insulated tin cable. To do that, we need to make the insulated, or the cable. To make that, we need a cutter. Oy. And we need iron plates, which we have. So there we go. We've got our cutter. Now we go back and over, and we can use one of those plates to give us 3 cable. Fantastic. Now we're going to need some rubber. Now we have some rubber here. What we've done is, well, I don't have any in there. We're taking this little guy right here, our tree tap. You can put it in your offhand, or in your hand. Walk out here to these rubber trees, and I've just stripped the leaves off, left the tops on, but I stripped all the other leaves off so we can see these little nodules right there. This is the sap. You whap it with this tree tap, and it will squirt out for you. You can grab hold of it. Makes that squishy, goofy little sound. And walk around, look around, because they hide everywhere. Make sure you get all the little nodules. And if you just let it sit there for a while, it'll grow more. It'll get more nodules. Now we can take those. Oh, by the way, your repairer will repair your tree tap. So you don't have to keep making new ones because they do damage pretty fast. You could take them, the sap, dump it in your furnace, and it will make the rubber. There you go. You should also be able to cook the wood. Let's see if we put it in furnace mode and we take, we don't need to do a lot. Let's take a little bit of this wood right here. We should be able to cook that down as well into rubber. Oh no, this is cooking into jungle wood. Okay, so that's in this pack. Yeah, there are some modifications that can be made and it'll make jungle wood instead. So there you go. But we're going to be able to turn those into rubber here shortly anyway. So there's our rubber. And we'll pop that in there. And I don't need this bone meal in my inventory anymore. Let's go ahead and get rid of that. Let's come back here. Let's get that tin wire. Fantastic. Let's get that battery. Fantastic. And let's get our generator. Awesome. So now we can make power. Now there is, once you have a machine, there is something super critical you have to make. Because if you place this down in the world, you cannot pick this up. If you try to hit it with a drill or a pickaxe or anything else, it will destroy the machine, or there's a very good chance it will destroy the machine and leave you only a machine casing. So you need to make this wrench right here. And it needs to be the industrial craft wrench. Now this is made out of bronze. And it does have durability on it. This, when you shift click a machine, will let you pick it up and not break the machine. So super critical you make that guy. Now the next thing we want to make is called an extractor. This guy right here. So this is just 4 taps, a circuit, and a machine casing. So let's go ahead and make these 4 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't stack, so now we need to make this circuit. Now this circuit, we're going to need some copper cable. So we need to get some copper plates, which I do not have. So here we go again. Copper. Might as well make 64 while I'm here. If you're going to make one, make 64. Just make your life easier. Because you're going to need them down the road anyway. But you see why we built this press? Because boy does it come in handy, because these hammers have durability. And rather than using up all of our durability, we'll just let the machine do the hard work for us. And sorry I'm a little twitchy here today. My mouse is like overly sensitive for some reason. I must have mucked with a setting I didn't realize I mucked with. Let's grab one more. Bam. Alright, get back in the house. Boingy, boingy, boingy. Alrighty. Now we need to make this, which means we need 6 of these copper wires, which of course is that. So that is 2, 4, 6. There we go. And we'll hang on to our little cutter. And do we have enough rubber? We do. Let's pop that in there. Let's pop those in there. And there's our 6. Fantastic. No, no. Get back there. Excellent. There's our electronic circuit. And we need a machine casing, which is just... Yeah, we're short on iron. Okay, here we go. Let's go smasherate some iron. Show him glad we built that machine. Now there is an industrial craft machine that's very similar, though not as big, that will make these plates as well. Let's move these to the front of the line. And get it to crush about 5. Not crush, flatten about 5. Alright, there's 10. That'll get us going. Boingy, boingy, boingy. And we're going to hop back in the house. And we're just going to fill that in. And there's our machine casing. Fantastic. Alright, there is our extractor. Now what that's going to let us do is extract rubber from things. So I want to go ahead and make a few more cables, because we're going to need to connect these machines together. And hopefully I still have some rubber. I do. Now we're just going to pull out 4 cables. Fantastic. Oop, you know what else we're going to need? We're going to need some coal as a fuel source. So we're going to run this up into the factory. So I want to set this up in there. And I think we're going to take this upstairs. I think we'll make this our industrial craft area back over here in this corner. So we want to leave some room to work. First thing we're going to need is our generator. So let's make sure we have plenty of room. We've got our wrench so we can pick the machines up if we need to. And then we're going to need an extractor. Boom. Now the reason I'm setting these in a little funky way is, 1, I'm probably going to move them later, but 2, that just lets me run this power line like that with 1 power line. And I am using insulated. You don't have to, but it does cause you some issues if you don't. So I do like to use the insulated. You don't get shacked. Now we can put this coal into this generator, and it will start making noise and making the go-go juice. Now it's first going to fill up the power in this machine, 1.2 thousand EU, which is the power unit for this particular machine, is in EU. And now it's backed up this machine, so it's starting to back up its own internal buffer. Fantastic. Alright, so now we can start extracting. Now what that does is if I take this rubber wood and throw it in here, this guy's going to do his thing. You get this little green color on here. He sounds like he's crunching things. Kind of loud. But you will see eventually he will turn this rubber wood into rubber. Now let's go get another sap if we have one. If one has regrown. I don't know if one has or not. I shouldn't have cooked them all. If I'd been smart, I wouldn't have done that. But I'm not very smart sometimes. There we go. Sap. Has one. Oh, sweet. They have grown. It does come back pretty quick. Boom. And a bam. And that one's not back yet. Okay, fantastic. So we will put this tap away. Remember that you can always repair it in your repairer. Now, I don't know if you can repair the hammer. I don't think you can because it has a specific number of uses. If you look at that, uses 76 left. Same with the cutters. So these are not going to be able to be repaired. You put them in there, but nothing's going to happen. But the tap is unlimited use so long as you keep it repaired. It does work off durability. This thing only repairs stuff with durability damage, not with a specific number of uses. So if we hop back up here, you will see okay, this guy's cranking away. We'll pull that out. We'll pull out our 7. Now I can put in sap into the extractor. Now this was producing at a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 rubber wood gives you 1 piece of rubber. The sap, on the other hand, is a little better. It's a 1-to-3 ratio. So you definitely want to use the sap if you can. So we're going to let that cruise while we go work on our next machine. Oh, I love the jumpy boots. Alright, the next machine is called a metal former. Now this one's a little bit tougher. So we're going to need the machine casing, which we're, of course, again, short on parts because we didn't let it finish. We didn't pull out the finished product. So let's grab those. Okay, grab those. We did everything else. Yeah, let's go ahead and get this rubber wood cooking. So we can get all the rubber. Man, my mouse feels so twitchy today. Turn the sensitivity down, but I think it's going to make it very unpleasant. Oh yeah, that's bad. That's really bad. Alright, we're going to have to play with the higher sensitivity. Sorry if it feels a little twitchy. And let's get back in here. Alright. Machine casing, please. Thank you. And circuit. We're not going to have the copper or copper cables. We need 3 more copper cables. So let's get those. We can use plastic as well as rubber. So boop. There's our 4. And there's our circuit. Fantastic. Alright, now we're going to make these toolboxes. Now these are the bronze casings and a chest, which is of course bronze plating hit with a hammer, which is of course bronze. So Let's go ahead and get 16 of those flattened out. I could just do it with the hammer, but that's using up some of those 76 uses, so might as well come up here. We got a machine that'll do it for us. Get the bronze in there. Alright, there's all 16 of our bronze plates. Let's get back in here and get this guy finished off. Alright, we're trying to make our toolbox. So we need to make these bronze casings. And we need 5 for each toolbox. So that should get us. Now we can say toolbox 1 and 2. I could have swore I made enough of those. Did I not? Sometimes brain damage gets the better of me. There we go. Second toolbox. Now we're going to make these copper coils. Now for that we just need a bunch of copper wire. Which, hey, we happen to have a bunch of copper wire. But you notice all that durability it took out of our cutter there. Which is why we're making this here machine. So we need 3 of these. Fantastic. Now we should be able to make this metal former. Awesome. Still got our fancy wrench. Make sure we have a power cable so we can power this guy up. And I should grab some, let's grab some copper so I can show you what this guy will do. We're going to go up here and plug it in with the others. And zip up here. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, hello. See, that's the glitchy mouse. I was trying to just pick it up, move it over a little bit, and fell right off them stairs. Doo-doo-doo. Plop. Fantastic. Boom. Power cable. Loading up with the go-go juice. Now, this probably isn't enough power to run both machines full tilt boogie. What this guy does is let you turn ingots into different metal forms. So this is going to extrude into a wire. This is going to roll it into a plate. And this is going to cut it. So if I put a copper ingot in with it on extrude mode, give it a minute. Bam! You see we get 3 copper cables, which is much more efficient than if we used our hammer and cutter method. If we set it on rolling and let it run, you see we get a single plate, which is identical to what we would get if we'd hammer, but with no durability issues. It'll just return, you want to process 128, it'll process 128. And if we set on the cutter and put a plate in, we can get 2 of the copper wire. Now, of course, it's more efficient if you just throw the plate in the first place, right? I don't know if anything happens when you do that. Yeah, I didn't think so. So if we throw copper in, and when it's on rolling and we get the plate, we should be able to throw this guy back in, again, still on rolling. And we're going to get these copper item casings. So it lets you basically do anything you could do with the hammer or the cutter, but just all inside a machine that has no durability. It just takes power. As long as you're giving it power, then it's going to be fine. So let's put these back in and get those going, because I will need those down the road. Now we can set these guys to insert and extract, which is awesome. We would like to do that. Now we'll show you. You can just stick regular bare wires on there, but it will cause you problems later. I don't recommend it. Take it and just insulate it. Wrap it in that rubber just like that, or plastic. Now what I want to do is I want to move this machine, but remember, and this happens to everybody that uses industrial craft, don't just smack it with a pickaxe. Everybody does it, and you're going to cry when that machine breaks and you have to rebuild it over again. Make sure you use this wrench. Shift, right click, and it'll come up for you nice and easy, all in one big piece. There we go. We're going to slide it down by one block. Reason being, I want to put a chest in the middle. Now these machines will not insert in and extract on their own. You have to give them a little bit of love to get them to do that. So we're going to take a quick look at that. Get some munchie on. And if we come out here back to the overview, you want to use these guys, an ejector upgrade and a pulling upgrade. These will let your machines suck items in and spit items out. So this is 10 plates and a piston. So there's our piston and 10 plates. Now I would like to make 2 of these. There we go. And the pulling upgrades, same recipe but a sticky piston, which I do not have any of. So let's get that, which I do not have any sticky. Let's get some sticky. I know I have sticky somewhere. There we go. We'll just stick some sticky in there for the time being. So pulling upgrade, make us some sticky, and there we go. Now let's get a chest. I don't want any old regular chest. I want to make an iron chest. So that's just a chest surrounded by iron. And it's just bigger than a regular chest. It is a regular chest. It's just bigger. So let's hop up here. Pop that in the middle. We're going to put an ejector and a pulling upgrade. And you notice the rubber went away. And it went into this chest right here. So this guy, if we put an injector and a pulling, now let me go grab some material to actually throw in these things so they'll actually do a little bit of work. We can see how these guys work. And if we pop that in here, you will see them start to disappear. They're actually going over here. And as he crunches them down, boop, they will disappear. And actually I have this set on extrude, don't I? Let's set it on rolling. So we got a couple of HV cable. And there's an iron plate. So there you go. That's how to put items in and take items out from a chest. You can see all that rubber going in here as well. But guys, I do think that is gonna do it for this episode. I sure do appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. As always, get away from those things. They're very loud. Oh, you have to walk a long way. Anyway, guys, till next time, you guys get out there and make some noise. We'll see ya.